The wildfires in California are the latest in a string of natural disasters made worse by climate change. President Jimmy Carter was one of the first U.S. officials to draw attention to man-made issues impacting the climate and environment. The 39th president's body is currently lying in state at the U.S. Capitol. Thursday, a state funeral will be held for him at Washington National Cathedral, and he'll then be flown back to his hometown of Plains, Georgia, to be laid to rest. Carter famously installed solar panels on the White House, but his climate and environmental advocacy went much deeper. Carter set the first efficiency standards requirements for vehicles and household appliances. He also created the Department of Energy and signed measures protecting huge swaths of land in Alaska and California's redwood forest. Gus Speth joins us now. He's served as a member and chair of the Council on Environmental Quality during President Carter's term from 1977 through 1981. He was also dean of Yale University School of the Environment. Thank you so much for being here with us. Can you walk us through the energy crisis that the president inherited and his response?
Thank you, Lindsay, for having me. What happened before Carter came into the White House was a huge surge in oil imports. The country was getting more and more dependent on OPEC oil, and there was a fear of cutoffs, of insecurity in our energy supply. And Carter took it upon himself to be the first president really to address the energy issue that the country faces. And he came up with some very interesting proposals and answers on the energy front. Not entirely what we would have expected given the country's past history.
Well, and Reagan's administration removed those White House solar panels put in place by Carter. Why was there such pushback to Carter's initiatives?
Well, I think for the same reasons that we will see pushback today on President Biden and Obama's climate initiatives. Carter did launch the first solar programs, the renewable energy programs, the first major energy efficiency and energy conservation programs. And we owe him a lot of credit that. He acknowledged the reality of the climate threat and said he wanted to do something about it in his second term. But when Reagan came in, he decided to undo almost all of that and worked quite diligently to do so. And I fear that's exactly the parallel situation we are confronting today, with the really good things that Biden has done on the climate front, now threatened by the president-elect who says, drill, baby, drill. We're going to reduce all the restrictions that have been imposed on energy development. It's quite disturbing to me, and I'm sure were our dear President Carter still alive, he would be quite alarmed as well.
So that said, what are your hopes for climate policy, maybe hopes and fears as we move forward with the new administration?
Well, we have to fight very hard to preserve the gains that we've made. Our country has not done a great job on the climate issue historically. We have a long way to go, but at least we have begun to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. And we need to accelerate that, not reverse it. And so it's going to be quite a battle, quite a confrontation, I think, between those who believe in science and those who believe in profit. And it's really what it's all about, because the big corporations that have promoted the fossil fuel industry still do. Those goals that they have are antithetical to the kind of future we want for our children and grandchildren, which is a stable and safe climate.
Well, Gus Speth, very poignant remarks from you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
My pleasure. Thank you.